Hello and welcome to English in Advance. I'm Jessica, and I am so happy you are here to join me for another podcast session. This is the place for you to really dive deep into the English language, to move beyond the textbook, and to start sounding natural, confident, and clear. We are all about improving your listening skills and helping you feel comfortable in real-world conversations. Today, we are tackling a topic that you will use almost every single week of your life. It's a social ritual, a way we connect with colleagues, friends, and even new acquaintances. We are going to do a deep dive, a complete guide on how to talk about your weekend plans in English. This sounds simple, right? But think about it. It's Friday afternoon. Your coworker leans over and says, "Got any plans for the weekend?" How do you respond? Do you freeze up? Do you give a simple yes or no? This conversation is a golden opportunity to practice your grammar, expand your vocabulary, and build relationships. But it involves choosing the right future tense, using the right vocabulary to describe your activities, and even knowing how to ask the question back. By the end of this long podcast, you will be an expert. We're going to cover everything. We will talk about the different ways to ask about plans. We will spend a lot of time on the grammar, specifically the difference between using going to, the present continuous, and even will. We'll explore all the different types of vocabulary for all kinds of weekends, whether you are having an active weekend, a relaxing one, a productive one, or a social one. We'll even cover how to talk about having no plans, or how to politely accept or decline an invitation that might come up. And finally, we'll jump to Monday morning and learn how to follow up, how to ask someone about their past weekend. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's get ready to master the art of weekend conversation. Let's set the scene. Imagine it's Friday. The work week is winding down. People are starting to relax. The atmosphere in the office or in your classroom or even in text messages becomes a little lighter. This is the perfect time to socialize, and the most common way to do that is to ask about the weekend. Let's start with the questions themselves. You will hear several common variations. The most standard, slightly formal way to ask is, "Do you have any plans for the weekend?" It's polite, it's clear, and it works in almost any situation, with your boss, your teacher, or a friend. Do you have any plans for the weekend? A much more common and casual variation is, "Got any plans for the weekend?" Notice how we drop the "do you have" and just start with "got." This is very informal, very friendly. You'd use this with people you know well. Got any plans? Another extremely common casual phrase is, "What are you up to this weekend?" What are you up to? This is a fantastic natural phrasal verb. To be up to something means to be doing something. So, what are you up to? Just means, what are you doing? You might also hear, "What are you getting up to this weekend?" Both are perfect for friends and colleagues. If you want to sound particularly friendly and interested, you might add an adjective. For example, "Doing anything fun this weekend?" or "Got anything exciting planned?" This shows that you hope they have a good weekend. It's a very warm way to ask. So you have these options. Do you have any plans? Got any plans? What are you up to? Doing anything fun? They all mean the same thing. Your choice just depends on how formal or casual you want to be. Now, someone asks you one of these questions. "Jessica, what are you up to this weekend?" Your answer is where the real learning begins. Your answer almost always involves talking about the future. And in English, we have a few different ways to talk about the future, and intermediate learners often get confused about which one to use. The two most important for weekend plans are be going to and the present continuous. Let's break them down. We'll start with the most useful and common one, be going to plus verb. We use going to talk about our intentions or plans. These are things you have decided to do, but they aren't necessarily 100% fixed or arranged with other people. It's your plan. For example, if I ask you, "What are you up to?" you can say, "I'm going to clean my apartment." This is your plan, your intention. I'm going to visit my parents. I'm going to watch a new movie. The structure is simple. Subject plus be, am, is, are, plus going to plus the base verb. I am going to, you are going to, she is going to. Let's practice this with some different types of weekend activities. Let's imagine a relaxing weekend. What are your intentions? I'm going to sleep in on Saturday. To sleep in means to sleep later than usual. I'm going to read a book. We're going to order pizza and watch a movie. He's going to take it easy. To take it easy is a great idiom meaning to relax. Now, what about a productive weekend? Maybe you have a lot of chores. Chores are the small jobs you have to do around the house, like cleaning or laundry. I'm going to do my laundry. I'm going to go grocery shopping. She's going to study for her exam. They're going to work in the garden or a social weekend. I'm going to meet up with some friends. To meet up with is a common phrasal verb. We're going to have a barbecue. I'm going to call my sister. In fast-spoken English, you will almost never hear going to. It gets reduced. It sounds like gonna. This is not slang, it's just the natural, fast way we speak. It's not appropriate for very formal writing, but in a podcast or in real conversation, it's essential. So, I'm going to clean my apartment becomes I'm going to clean my apartment. We're going to order pizza becomes we're going to order pizza. He's going to take it easy becomes he's going to take it easy. Let's try it. Think of one thing you plan to do this weekend. Maybe it's cooking. Say it out loud using gonna. I'm gonna cook dinner. Maybe it's relaxing. I'm gonna relax. This simple change will make you sound much more natural. So, going to is for intentions. But what about the present continuous? This is when we use the be plus verbing form, like I am walking or she is reading. We learn this tense first as a way to describe what is happening right now. For example, right now I am talking and you are listening. However, we also use the present continuous to talk about the future. This is where it gets tricky. We use the present continuous for future plans that are fixed arrangements. These are plans that are on your calendar. You have likely arranged them with another person, or you have bought tickets or made a reservation. It's more certain than going to. Let's compare. If I say, I'm going to meet my friend Sarah, it means that's my plan. I intend to do it. But if I say, I'm meeting my friend Sarah on Saturday at noon, this sounds much more fixed. It sounds like Sarah and I have already talked. We have a time, we have a place. It's an arrangement. Here are more examples of the present continuous for fixed plans. We're having dinner with my parents on Sunday. This implies a reservation has been made, or at the very least, my parents are expecting us at a specific time. I'm flying to Chicago on Friday. You can't just intend to fly, you have to buy a ticket. It's a fixed arrangement. He's seeing the doctor on Saturday morning. That's an appointment. They're throwing a party this weekend. To throw a party is a great collocation. This is a fixed plan. Think about it this way. Going to is about intention, while the present continuous is about arrangement. Let's imagine your weekend. If you have a vague plan to clean, you say, I'm going to clean my house. Intention. But if you have a dentist appointment at 10 a.m., you say, I'm seeing the dentist at 10 a.m. Arrangement. If you plan to see a movie, but you haven't decided which one or when, I'm going to see a movie this weekend. Intention. But if you have already bought the tickets for 7 p.m. on Saturday, I'm seeing the new Batman movie on Saturday. Arrangement. This is a subtle difference, but it makes your English much more precise. For an intermediate learner, mastering this distinction is a huge step up. Let's practice. Think about your plans. Do you have any tickets booked? Any appointments? Any dinner reservations? Try to make a sentence using the present continuous. I'm visiting my aunt on Sunday. She knows you are coming. We're taking the train to the beach. Tickets are purchased. I'm working on Saturday. This is scheduled. It's on your work calendar. What if you use the wrong one? Will people misunderstand you? Honestly, probably not. If you say, I'm going to fly to Chicago instead of I'm flying to Chicago, the meaning is still clear. But using the present continuous for fixed plans just sounds more natural and correct to a native speaker. It shows a higher level of control over the language. What about will? Many learners use will for all future plans, but this is usually incorrect when talking about weekend plans. We generally use will for two main things in the future: spontaneous decisions, decisions you make at the moment of speaking, predictions or promises, things you think will happen or things you promise to do. Let's look at spontaneous decisions. Imagine this conversation. A. What are you up to this weekend? I don't have any plans. You know what? It's supposed to be sunny. I think I'll go to the park. In this case, person B just made the decision right now at that very second. They didn't have a previous plan. They are not going to say, I'm going to the park, because that would imply it was already their intention. They say, I think I'll go. Here's another one. A. The kitchen is a mess. B. Oh, you're right. I'll clean it after this show. A spontaneous promise or decision. So when your colleague asks you on Friday, got any plans? It would sound strange to answer, yes, I will visit my parents. This sounds like you just decided to do it that second, which is unlikely. You should say, yes, I'm going to visit my parents. My intention, or I'm visiting my parents. Our arrangement. The only time you might use will in a plans conversation is if you don't have plans and you're making a light prediction. A. What are you up to? B. Probably nothing. I'll probably just stay home and relax. Here, I'll probably is used to make a casual prediction about your own behavior. It's less certain than I'm going to. So, the main takeaway. For your weekend plans, your two best friends are going to, for intentions, and the present continuous, for fixed arrangements. Keep will for spontaneous decisions. Now let's make our answers much more interesting. A good conversation is not just about correct grammar, it's about rich vocabulary. Your weekend isn't just good or busy. Let's build your vocabulary for all the different types of weekends. Let's start with the relaxing weekend. This is my favorite kind. Instead of just saying, I'm going to relax, you can use much more descriptive language. A great phrasal verb is chill out or just chill. It's very casual. I'm just going to chill out at home. I don't have any big plans, just chilling. Another lovely word is unwind. This means to relax after a period of stress or work. It's like a spring uncoiling. It's been a long week. I just need to unwind. I'm planning to unwind with a good book. You can also talk about recharging your batteries. This is a great idiom. It means to rest and regain your energy, just like a battery. My social battery is low. I need the weekend to recharge my batteries. I'm going to the spa to recharge. What if you're just staying at home, not doing much of anything? You can say you are pottering around the house. This is a wonderful, gentle expression, very common in British English but understood in American English too. It means to do small, unimportant, relaxing tasks in a slow way. What are you doing? Oh, just pottering around, tidying up a bit, making tea. I'm looking forward to just pottering around the house on Saturday. And of course, we have binge watching. This is a modern classic. It means to watch many episodes of a TV show in one sitting. I'm going to binge watch the new season of Stranger Things. We're planning to binge watch a whole series. Other useful phrases for a relaxing weekend: take it easy. I'm just going to take it easy. Sleep in or have a lie-in, UK. I'm definitely sleeping in on Saturday, no alarms. Have a lazy day. Sunday is going to be a lazy day for me. Catch up on sleep. I'm exhausted. I'm just going to catch up on my sleep. Let's practice. Imagine I ask you, got any plans for the weekend, and you want to relax. Try to use one of these new phrases. Not much. I'm just going to unwind. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to recharge my batteries. I'm going to binge watch a new show and just take it easy. See? That sounds so much more detailed and natural than just, I will relax. Now, what about the opposite? The productive weekend. Sometimes the weekend is not for relaxing. It's for getting things done. The general phrase for this is run errands. Errands are the small necessary tasks you have to do outside the house. For example, I've got a long list of errands to run. What are errands? I have to go to the post office, pick up my dry cleaning, and go to the bank. I'm just running errands all Saturday. You also might be doing chores around the house. I'm going to spend Saturday doing chores. This could include tidying up, which means to make a place neat. My apartment is a mess. I'm going to tidy up. Or maybe you need to deep clean. This is more serious than tidying up. It means to clean everything very thoroughly. Once a month, I deep clean the kitchen. A very popular modern phrase is meal prep. This is when you prepare your meals for the coming week in advance. I'm spending Sunday afternoon meal prepping for the week. And for those of us who have to work or study, unfortunately, I have to catch up on some work. To catch up on means to do something you didn't have time to do earlier. I'm going to catch up on my studies. I'm going to be doing some yard work or working in the garden. Let's practice. I ask, what are you up to? You have a busy, productive weekend planned. Oh, it's going to be a busy one. I have a ton of errands to run. I'm planning to deep clean the house and meal prep for the week. I can't relax. I have to catch up on work. Okay, let's move on to the social weekend. This is when your plans involve other people. The most common and flexible phrasal verb is hang out with. It's informal and just means to spend time with people in a casual way. I'm going to hang out with my friends. We're just hanging out at my place. A slightly more formal but still friendly way to say, This is get together with or meet up with. I'm getting together with some old college friends. I'm meeting up with my brother for coffee. What if people are coming to your house? You can say, I'm having friends over. We're having some people over for dinner on Saturday. We're having a barbecue or a BBQ. This is a very common social event, especially in the summer, where you cook food outside on a grill. What if you are going out? We're going out for dinner. I'm going to a party. If it's a big, exciting night, you might even say you're going to hit the town. This means to go out to different places like bars or clubs to have fun. It's my birthday, so we're hitting the town. A more extreme version of this is paint the town red. This idiom means to go out and have a very wild, exciting, and celebratory time. We're going to paint the town red. And of course, you might be visiting family. I'm visiting my grandparents. My cousins are coming into town. Practice time. I ask, doing anything fun this weekend? You have a social weekend. Yeah, I'm meeting up with Sarah for lunch. Notice the present continuous? It's an arrangement. It should be fun. We're having some friends over for a barbecue. I'm going to hang out with my sister. We'll probably just watch movies. Finally, let's cover the active weekend. This is for people who love to move. Instead of saying, I will do exercise, you can be much more specific. I'm going hiking. Notice, go plus verbing is very common for activities. I'm going swimming. We're going cycling. You can also say, I'm going for a hike. I'm going for a run. We're going for a bike ride. If you go to the gym, you can say, I'm going to hit the gym. Hit is a casual verb meaning to go to. I'm going to work out. Or maybe you play a sport. I'm playing tennis on Sunday. Present continuous for a scheduled game. We're playing football in the park. Let's practice. Got any exciting plans? Yes, I'm going hiking in the mountains. I'm planning to hit the gym and then go for a long bike ride. I'm playing in a basketball game on Saturday. So now you don't just have one answer. You have a huge menu of options. You can combine them. What are you up to this weekend? Oh, Saturday is going to be productive. I have to run some errands and tidy up. But on Sunday, I'm meeting up with some friends to go for a hike. That is a perfect B2 level intermediate answer. It uses a mix of vocabulary and grammar perfectly. But what if you don't have plans? This is a very common scenario, and we need to know how to express it naturally. Saying no is a correct answer, but it can be a bit short. It might stop the conversation. A, got any plans? B, no. A, oh. It's better to be a bit softer. The most common response is nothing much. A, what are you up to this weekend? B, nothing much. Just going to take it easy. This is friendly and it keeps the conversation open. You can also say, nothing special. Not really. I don't really have any plans. Often we combine this with a statement about what we will probably do, using probably or just. Nothing much. I'll probably just stay home. Not really. I'm just going to catch up on sleep. Nothing special. Just the usual. The usual means the same things you do every weekend, like cleaning or relaxing. Another great way to talk about uncertain plans is using might or maybe. Might expresses possibility. It's not a fixed plan. A, what are you up to? B, I'm not sure yet. I might go to the beach, but it depends on the weather. This is a fantastic sentence. I might shows it's a possibility, not a 100% plan. It depends on the weather is the condition. You can also use the phrase, I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of going to that new restaurant, but I haven't decided. We're thinking of seeing a movie, but we don't know which one. This language of uncertainty. Nothing much, might, thinking of, is just as important as the language of certainty. It's honest and makes you sound very natural. Let's try it. I ask you, got anything exciting planned? You have no plans. Nothing much. I'm just going to potter around the house. I'm not sure yet. I might meet up with some friends, but nothing is planned. Not really. I'm thinking of just reading and relaxing, and a very important part of the conversation. Ask the question back. A conversation is a two-way street. After you answer, you should always show interest in the other person. The easiest way is to just say, "What about you?" or "How about you?" or "You?" Very casual. Let's put it all together in a mini dialogue. Alex, "Hey Jessica, what are you up to this weekend?" Jessica, "Oh hey Alex, it's going to be a quiet one. I'm just going to chill out at home. I need to recharge my batteries." What about you? Alex, "That sounds nice. I'm actually flying to Chicago. My brother is graduating." Jessica, "Oh, how exciting. Well, have a great time, see? It's a simple, natural, and friendly exchange. Jessica used going to chill out, intention, and recharge by vocabulary. Alex used flying and graduating, present continuous for fixed arrangements. Now let's add another layer. Sometimes when you say you have no plans, the other person will invite you to do something, or you might want to invite them. Let's learn the language of making, accepting, and declining invitations. Let's say you find out your friend has no plans. You, "What are you up to?" Friend, "Nothing much, really." You, "Oh, well, I'm having some friends over for a barbecue on Saturday. Would you like to come? Let's look at ways to make an invitation. Would you like to..." Polite and standard. "Would you like to join us? Would you like to meet for coffee? Do you want to..." More casual. "Do you want to see a movie? Do you want to hang out? How about..." A casual suggestion. "How about we go for a hike? How about grabbing dinner?" Just stating your plan and inviting them. "We're going to the park. You should come. I'm going to that new exhibit. Feel free to join." Now, how do you accept an invitation? This is the easy part. Be enthusiastic. "That sounds great. That sounds lovely. I'd love to. Count me in." This is a great energetic idiom. Awesome. What time? Show you are ready for the details. But what if you don't want to go? This is where many learners feel awkward. How do you say no politely? This is a crucial skill. You almost never say just no. It's too direct and can sound rude. We use a three-part formula: a positive or grateful comment, thank them; the but plus the refusal or excuse; optional, a follow-up or wish. Let's try it. Invitation: "We're going hiking on Saturday. Do you want to come?" Polite refusal. Excuse, you are busy. "Oh, that sounds amazing," part 1, "but I'm actually visiting my parents this weekend," part 2. "Have a great time, though," part 3. Polite refusal. Excuse. "You just want to relax." "That's so nice of you to ask," part 1. "But I think I'm just going to take it easy at home. I've had a really long week," part 2. Polite refusal, vague. "I'd love to," part 1, "but I don't think I can make it this weekend," part 2. "Maybe another time," part 3. Let's look at those key phrases for polite refusal. "I'd love to, but..." "That sounds great, but..." "I really appreciate the invitation, but..." "I don't think I can make it, sorry." "I've already got plans." Let's practice this. Imagine I invite you to a party. "I'm having a party on Saturday night. You should come. You don't want to go. You are tired. How would you respond? Try, oh, that's so kind of you. But I think I'm going to have a quiet one. I'm pretty exhausted. I hope it's fun. That is a perfect, polite, and natural refusal. We have mastered Friday. We've covered asking, planning with going to and present continuous, using rich vocabulary and handling invitations. Now the weekend is over. It's Monday morning. The conversation cycle begins again, but this time we are looking back. We are not using future tenses. We are using past tenses. Just as we ask about plans on Friday, we follow up on Monday. The most common question in the world on Monday is, how was your weekend? Or, did you have a good weekend? A more casual British/Australian version is, have a good weekend, dropping the did you. A casual American version, how'd your weekend go? How did your weekend go? Or if you remember their plans, how was the party, your hike, your trip? When you answer, you usually start with a general adjective. It was great. Thanks for asking. It was really relaxing. It was pretty busy, actually. It was nice. It was okay. It wasn't bad. This is a common understated way of saying it was pretty good. It was kind of hectic. Hectic means very busy and crazy. It was pretty uneventful. This means nothing special or exciting happened. It's like nothing much for the past. It went by too fast. Everyone feels this way. After your general adjective, you give a 1 or 2 sentence summary using the simple past tense. This is the tense for completed actions in the past, verb plus ed or irregular verbs. Let's see. A. How was your weekend? B. It was great. I went hiking with some friends and then we got pizza. Verbs, went, got irregular past tense. A. Did you have a good weekend? B. It was really relaxing. I didn't do much at all. I slept in and watched a bunch of movies. Verbs, didn't do, slept in, watched. A. How'd your weekend go? B. It was so busy. I ran so many errands. I cleaned the whole house and meal prepped for the week. I'm exhausted. Verbs, ran, cleaned, meal prepped. The most important part of the Monday conversation is listening and remembering. If a colleague told you on Friday that they were going to their sister's wedding, you must ask about it on Monday. This is how you build good relationships. A. Hey, how was your weekend? How was your sister's wedding? B. Oh, it was beautiful. The weather was perfect and we all had so much fun. What if their plans changed? This is a great chance to practice contrasting the plan future with the reality past. A. Hey, how was your trip to the beach? You were going to go to the beach, right? B. We were. But then it started raining on Saturday morning, so we ended up just staying home and binge watching a show. That phrase ended up is fantastic. End up plus verbing means to do something you didn't originally intend to do. We ended up ordering takeout. I ended up falling asleep on the sofa. Let's try a full Monday dialogue. Sarah. Morning, Tom. How was your weekend? Tom. Morning, Sarah. It was pretty good, really relaxing. I just took it easy. How about yours? You were going to that street festival, weren't you? Sarah. Yeah, we went on Saturday. It was so crowded, but the food was amazing. We tried all kinds of different things. But now I'm exhausted, Tom. I can imagine. Well, glad you had fun. This is a perfect example of a natural, friendly, work-appropriate conversation. They both use the simple past. Tom remembered Sarah's plan, using "we're going to recall the plan, and asked about it. Sarah gave details. Let's review the grammar. On Friday, you say, I am going to clean my house. future intention. On Monday, you say, I cleaned my house. Past completed action. On Friday, I am meeting my friends for dinner. Future arrangement. On Monday, I met my friends for dinner. Past completed action. On Friday, I might go for a hike. Future possibility. On Monday, I went for a hike. Past reality. Or, I didn't go for a hike. It rained. This change from future to past is the complete cycle of the weekend conversation. Before we wrap up, I want to give you a few more advanced, natural idioms and phrasal verbs related to plans and socializing. Using these will really make you sound like a native speaker. To be tied up, meaning to be busy or occupied. How to use it. This is a great way to decline an invitation. Example, I'd love to join you, but I'm tied up all weekend with a work project. Example, I was going to call you, but I got tied up with chores. To pencil something in, meaning to make a provisional or temporary arrangement. It's like writing it in pencil so you can erase it. How to use it. When you agree to a plan, but you know it might change. Example, let's pencil in coffee for next Saturday, but let's confirm on Friday. To take a rain check, meaning to politely decline an offer with the hope or promise that you can accept it at a later time. How to use it. This is a classic, polite refusal. Example, I can't come to dinner on Saturday, I'm tied up. Can I take a rain check? Example, do you mind if we take a rain check on that movie? I'm really tired. To play it by ear, meaning to decide what to do as you go along instead of making a fixed plan. How to use it. This is the perfect answer when you have no plans and want to be spontaneous. Example, A, what are you doing on Sunday? B, I'm not sure. My friend is in town, so we're just going to play it by ear. A change of scenery. Meaning, a change from your normal routine or environment. How to use it. To describe why you are traveling or getting out of the house. Example, I'm driving to the countryside this weekend. I just need a change of scenery. Let's try to put those into our conversations. A, got any plans for the weekend? B, nothing fixed. My sister and I are just going to play it by ear. Do you want to get dinner on Saturday? B, I'm tied up on Saturday. Can we take a rain check? How about next week? A, what are you up to? B, I'm going to a little cabin by the lake. I've been so stressed. I really need a change of scenery. Wow, we have covered so much ground today. We started on Friday afternoon learning all the natural ways to ask, what are you up to? We did a deep dive into the grammar of plans, mastering the difference between going to for intentions and the present continuous for fixed arrangements. We built a huge library of vocabulary for every kind of weekend, from binge watching and recharging to running errands and hitting the town. We learned the critical social skill of being vague, using nothing much or I might, and how to play it by ear. We practiced the art of the invitation, how to make one, how to enthusiastically accept with count me in, and how to politely decline with I'd love to, but, or can I take a rain check? And then we time traveled to Monday morning. We learned how to ask, how was your weekend? And how to answer using adjectives and the simple past tense. We learned how to follow up on other people's plans, which is the key to building real connections. You now have a complete toolkit for handling one of the most common and important social situations in English. This is how you move from being a learner to being a user of the language. So here is your call to action. I have a challenge for you. The next time you are practicing your speaking, or even just writing in English, I want you to use this language. If it's Friday, think about your plans. Say them out loud. This weekend, I'm going to read a book. I'm also meeting my friend for lunch, and I would love for you to practice with me. In the comments section, wherever you are listening to this, I want you to write to me. Tell me about your weekend. If the weekend is coming, tell me. What are you going to do? Or what are you doing? Use that new grammar. Use that new vocabulary. If your weekend just passed, tell me. How was your weekend? What did you do? I'm Jessica, and this has been English in Advance. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. You are investing in yourself, and your skills are growing every single day. Keep practicing, stay curious, and I'll talk to you in the next podcast.